a matter of letting machines shuffle the papers. A modern punched card system gives a businessman greater efficiency in routine accounting. When machines do the adding and subtracting and multiplying and comparing and printing, business facts are handled with increased speed and improved accuracy. A punched card system takes peak loads in its stride. It has the ability to absorb and handle more and more facts as the business grows. In addition to handling routine facts, the punched card way helps the business to grow by supplying meaningful facts that would be almost impossible to dig out by manual methods. Firm control of the business demands digging into the records again and again, digging for comparative figures. How are sales today compared with yesterday's or last year's sales? Comparison of costs of all sorts, digging to determine trends. Is business moving up or down? In which direction are costs going? Is business better in the city or in the small towns? In winter or in summer? How are the salesmen doing as of right now? Where is the business strong and where does it need bolstering? In most companies, tight control of inventory is vital. A punched card inventory system provides rapid and accurate posting, plus the ability to evaluate inventory levels and movement. Management planning in all facets of all businesses is better when more meaningful facts and figures are available. 3 machines are basic to any dynamic punched card information application. A card punch translates words and numbers into the same information in the form of holes in cards. A typist with very little extra training can operate the card punch. A second machine, the sorter, automatically arranges or groups cards according to any classification you desire. The third basic member of the punched card team is the accounting machine. It reads the facts and figures punched into the cards, does the necessary arithmetic, and translates the holes back into patterns you can read on a printed form. This is the pattern of a business as the businessman sees it. It starts with a transaction, a customer's order, or other information that must be forwarded and acted upon in many areas of the business. It's information that makes the business go. The credit, inventory, payroll, sales, and general accounting departments must have information and act upon it. In a manual or key-driven operation, this can mean duplication of clerical effort, delays, and posting errors. When basic information is recorded in punched cards, machines do these tedious, repetitive tasks accurately and speedily, and it is both possible and practical to get at extra information. The credit department can, for instance, age open accounts automatically for improved control and follow-up. Inventory records can be reviewed by machine. Turnover, stock levels, reorder points, valuation, trends. All these and more may be analyzed regularly. A punched card system does the complete job for salary, hourly, and incentive payrolls. Evaluation of incentive structures and distribution of the payroll dollar become a byproduct of the system. Regularly scheduled or special sales reports can be timely and complete. The General Accounting Department prepares reports of such things as freight costs and taxes. In brief, a punched card system can sort, select, compute, and report any information the management needs for better control of the business. In manufacturing, mobile facts on punched cards can be used to determine material requirements, keep track of inventories, expedite orders, schedule the shop workload, and keep management informed of manpower requirements in time to do something about it. The format of the printout on the accounting machine may be altered to produce the information you want on the form you want. A payroll check, invoices, inventory control documents, the general ledger account, personnel records, and most importantly, management reports. Facts selected to give the businessman better control of his business. Most businessmen want to handle routine accounting jobs more efficiently and economically, and at the same time have better control. That's what they can have when they implant each significant bit of business data once upon a punched card.
In about 1966, I asked Professor Kilburn, why is it that whenever I open a computer science textbook, I get the American origins of computers, but the Brits are nowhere? So Tom took his pipe out of his mouth and said, "Those who need to know do know." What was special about the baby was that such a computer can be used for a wide variety, perhaps almost an infinite variety of problems. It was an engineering test bed to test out the reliability of a memory invention.
The central problem of the computer was recognized to be the problem of storage, and so the problem was quite simply brought to my notice.
Cathode ray tubes were used widely during the Second World War for radar purposes. It's a way of displaying electronic signals on a screen that you can see.
In the Williamson-Kilburn
This particular device was the first successful operating memory for a computer. It didn't hold a lot of information, but it allowed you to have enough information so that you could keep it off to the side, if you will, while you were doing other calculations. What is it? Well, there are 18 tanks, metal tanks here, aluminum. Within each tank was a long, narrow glass tube filled with mercury. How did it operate? Like sonar on a ship or a submarine. Electrical pulse would be generated to a sound pulse, would ripple down the liquid mercury in the tube, be detected on the other end, would be amplified and sent back to its origin. Point A to point B back to point A. The time it took to go from beginning to end and back to beginning, that delay was used and reformed into a type of memory that went into the calculations for the problem being solved at the moment. This particular item, UNIVAC memory, has a political history. This memory was part of the first computer to ever project the winner of an American presidential election, President Eisenhower in 1952. Of course, if the projections had been wrong, computing history might have been changed, but it was right, and it was 2 days before anybody else could verify what this projected.
Drive. Example. By slicing a notch in the side.
If I wanted to move on to the next track, all I had to do is press automatic search. Couldn't be easier, and if that was the wrong track, I can move on one more time.
England swings like a pendulum, you probably
some old technology that's a favorite of yours that really isn't as useful as it used to be, but still is very workable. Well, you're looking at one of mine, the iOmega zip drive. Now, I'm an old iOmega guy. I had the 44 megabyte Bernoulli drives, which were like an 8-inch platter, and you could hear that thing spin up like a wind tunnel. It is amazing technology, the Bernoulli technology. Now, the one that you're looking at here, this is one of the later ones. It's a USB 250 megabyte zip drive. They actually went all the way up to a 750 at one point, but this is the 250 USB powered, and these are the zip drives. Now, they started off with a 100 megabyte zip drive and worked their way up to there, and this is the one that I've hung on to through the years. Now, just to put it in perspective, this entire stack of discs, 11 discs at 250 megs, so that's about 2.75 gigabytes, which is considerably less than the 4 gigabytes here, 8 gigabytes here, 16 gigabytes on a micro SD card. And the way that this worked, it actually is a spinning head technology, and the zip drives, rather than on a regular hard drive you bring the head to the disk, in this case you have a flying head technology that spins it up at a very high rate and then takes the media itself and then levitates it up.
Для достижения впечатляющей производительности использована нестандартная скорость вращения пластин – 5900 оборотов в минуту. Современный интерфейс SATA 6 гигабит в секунду и емкий 64-мегабайтный буфер. Тем не менее, диск потребляет весьма малое количество энергии, а заявленный уровень шума при работе не превышает 23 дБ. При емкости в 1,5 терабайта это очень заманчивое предложение, так как модель может использоваться не только в домашних компьютерах, но и различных хранилищах данных.
Considering most data is now completely digital, many computer users now use portable hard drives as a means of storage. For those who need more portability, we have these USB flash drives. The issue with the hard drives is the physical size, while the only main issue with the USB drives is the limited storage capacities. So ideally we want a mix in between both for a true solution. Kingston look to have solved this issue and claim they have created the world's first, largest and fastest USB flash drive. Welcome to IFTI's Tech Corner, where today we're taking a look at the Kingston HyperX Predator.
Its
Kingston has grown to be the world.
Sony, who also puts the disc player into every PlayStation 3.
Pristine audio and visual quality and interactive features never before experienced by the consumer in a high-capacity environment.
It's tough to tell the difference and figure out the better choice. Both formats deliver superior pictures and sound fit for those high-def flat screens. Consumers are confused, hesitant to adopt either.
HD DVD or Blu-ray?
Blu-ray.
Why?
Because PlayStation 3, and they already sold 1 million of those suckers.
It's definitely going to be tough because it's two choices, you know.
At the retail level, equipment is expensive. $500 for an HD DVD player and $600 for a Blu-ray player. Just like the days of VHS and Beta, Blu-ray movies also cost a bit more than HD DVDs. Many films are only available
Great tribulation as the world has never known.
The sun shall be darkened.
The moon shed her light.
Men will seek death,
but be unable to find it.
In the awesome battle of Armageddon.
The end is here.
You came to me in a dream last night. You were standing in a brilliant light. 1 minute here, but the next you were gone. I thought you could stay, but I was so wrong.
Tablets use a solid-state disk in the form of a PCI Express or SSX card. For some time, adapters have also allowed compact flash cards to replace or supplement a traditional hard disk. However, there are now an increasing number of SSDs being manufactured as direct replacements for traditional hard disks. Most commonly, these are the same size as a 2.5-inch hard drive and connect via a standard SATA interface.
It's good to have 2 copies of everything. We've got a technology called SafePoint that lets you make a copy of your MyCloud to another MyCloud, to a USB drive, or even to a computer.
So the MyCloud by Western Digital doesn't look like it's going to be a true competitor for any of the professional or prosumer NAS devices out there, or even some of the home servers that some of you have made yourselves or even purchased outside on the market. But what it is a really compelling offer if you already subscribe to cloud services such as Google Drive or Dropbox, which have yearly subscriptions. This is a device that you buy once, and it has the privacy and the personal nature that gives you peace of mind at home. Pricing for this device is $149 for the 2 terabyte version, $179 for the 3 terabyte version, and it's going to be $249 for the 4 terabyte version. So very compelling pricing. You buy it once and that's it. And it comes out today and will be available in most major retailers. I'm Steven for FutureLooks.com. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, comment on this video, and of course like it. Take care.